Welcome to Black People Love Paramore, a podcast not about the band Paramore, but about the common and uncommon interests of Black people in order to help the community feel a little bit more seen. I'm Sequoia.
And I'm Ryann.
And today we're talking about a goofy movie. But before we get into that topic, some housekeeping.
Let's clean it up.
We have
merch.
We have some merch.
We do.
A little bit of merch. So if you are a Mocha Grande, or if you know a Mocha Grande, or if you just simply love Ariana Grande and you like Mocha as well.
Yeah, maybe just a fan of Mocha Grandes.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
All around.
100%, you know? And who isn't, really?
Truly.
So we have Proud Mocha Grande shirts. Mm-hmm. They're very cute. You can click on the link down below in the description box and you should be able to find them there. And then also, if you like me,
which you should.
And if you're here,
okay,
I'm assuming that you like me, but I could be assuming. I hate listening to things all the time, so I don't know. I don't hate listening.
I don't think anyone's hate listening.
Yeah.
People are here. They love you.
Well,
and they can't get enough. And if they can't, where can they go?
If you can't get enough, you can find me every day, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern on SiriusXM on the Unwell On Air channel. Okay. My show there is called The Daily Dirty. It's a pop culture show. I have 2 co-hosts. They are lovely, Hannah and Fiona, and it's live every day. So it's not a podcast. People have been confused about that. It is not a podcast.
It's a live show. Yes.
It is a live show, and we are live every day from 3 to 4, and it replays about 3 times over the span of 24 hours. So if you miss it, you can catch it again. Gosh. And yeah, we're talking about pop culture. We talk about all the shit. Yesterday, we did a dramatic table read of Rihanna's Unfaithful.
Yes, yesterday, as in today, yesterday. By the time that this
by
comes
the time this came out, yes, it'll be a couple weeks.
But yes, I understand. But it is fun. You guys have like weekly not challenges, but like weekly themes.
Segments.
Yeah, segments.
We have weekly segments that recur.
Father Cooper comes in every week.
Alex Cooper herself
she
graces us with her presence once a week. Often on Fridays, but different, you know, it really varies, but often on Fridays.
The first time you said Father Cooper was coming, I was like, you guys have a priest?
You're like, I was like, what?
I was like, what does that mean?
Your guys are getting baptized. Like, I'm not really sure what's going on. But yeah, so if you love me, I mean, at the end of the day, a little bit, you know what I mean? Just a smidge. If you love me, you can check it out there. And
it is a really fun show. Like, it is like legitimately a lot of fun. You all are very fun. You break down lots of random things. Yes. Not random, but it's like all the pop culture stuff.
It's pretty random.
I catch up on lots of things from you because I don't watch Love Is Blind like that. And like today, you guys are going through it, and I was like, oh, I made you tell me more about it. When I got here, I was like, please give me more detail. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm actually need to context a little bit. But yeah, so there's that. Lots of things going on, and indulge in all of them. But
today, a goofy movie. Oh, gosh.
Are you goofy? How is you goofy?
What is that from? How is you goofy?
It's TikTok. TikTok like has this new thing where like a creator will make some video, and in the top comment will always be like, how is you me?
Oh,
how is you?
Silly.
Ariana Grande, somebody's like singing Ariana songs. How is you, Ariana? You know,
got it. No, I'm with you.
Something like that.
So it's like, how is you?
How is you goofy?
How is you goofy?
Yes. Oh my God, you have a good goofy. That is good.
I've been practicing this little goofy goof
your whole life. You've been goofy.
All right. I did it. That didn't feel good.
I kind of ate.
You kind of did. Like I have to give you that one.
I do feel like I actually devoured.
That was kind of wow. Delish.
Thank you.
Wowzers.
Gee willikers. Okay.
So yes, but a goofy movie. It
was good.
It is really, and also it's turning 30 this year.
Oh wow.
So
okay, so it's the 30th anniversary. That's why we're doing this.
That is why we're doing it.
We're trying to celebrate the 30th anniversary of a goofy movie with none other than Black people, because we love the movie.
Look, this is like randomly a Black staple.
Yeah.
And this was your first time watching it, no?
This is my first time seeing it, so I had never seen it before today. We watched it today in preparation for this podcast.
Yes.
And it broke my heart a lot more than I anticipated it breaking my heart.
I don't remember it being this much of an emotional roller coaster. As a kid, I think I was just watching it for the cartoon of it. And I'm like, oh, Max is kind of an asshole.
Max is like aggressively an asshole, and Goofy's commitment to like connecting with his child, even in the face of him treating him like shit, was really doing something in my 30-year-old heart. Maybe if I had seen it younger, you know, if I had seen it, you know, at 11,
You're like, whatever.
I'd be like, whatever. Yeah, like he's
an annoying
like
dad.
he wants to go to the party.
Like, why would you not? Roxanne is right there, Dad.
You don't fucking see.
Maybe if you had a girl you were obsessed with, you would understand. But you don't.
So don't even act like you know what it's like to have a girl.
Exactly, he doesn't.
Okay.
Unclear where Mrs. Goof is. I thought she died. I have a memory in my brain of her being dead.
Right.
Unaddressed in the movie.
Okay.
And I don't know. I think there's an extremely goofy movie, which is a sequel. And maybe they address it there. Okay. But I distinctly remember Mrs. Goof, yeah.
Miss Goof,
yeah. Being gone.
Madam Goof.
Madam Goof.
Yes.
Madame Goof. But yes, but this movie, very fun and surprisingly black? Like black, not black?
So, okay, because it was my first time coming into it, I expected it to be a lot blacker, I will say.
Yes.
And it wasn't not black at all. And in fact, I see how people see it as black. The music is very black.
Sure.
The Tevin Campbell of it all is very black. Like, lots of the characters read as black, but Goofy nor Max read as black
at all. Like
to me.
When we're like watching the opening scene, like you see him go through the town, and the town feels very ethnic. Like there's like lots of like black people,
multiracial. Yeah,
I think Pete is a Latino. I said
Italian,
which I'm from Missouri.
You
so
know,
like,
people think Ariana Grande is Latino. She's Italian.
Same, right?
Same thing.
I was like, I don't know. So yeah, I was like, it feels like these people are distinctly not white,
right?
But yeah, Max and Goofy, specifically Goofy. I think Max has a little bit of like, all right, maybe a white kid who grew up with black kids.
Right.
Like,
a white kid that grew up with is actually what Max seems like to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's funny, like the dream sequence, he literally has like a white jumpsuit and he's like looking up at Roxanne. He's dressed like Jodeci. Like there's a Jodeci music video where he's wearing like a white, you know what I mean? And like, and that is what Max is. Looks like he is a white kid who grew up on MTV.
Okay, yes.
Right.
Like, okay, back when MTV did have a lot more blackness to it. Yes. Wow. Yes. The 90s was a much blacker decade. Yeah. And even the early 2000s was a lot blacker than
what we have today.
What media is today. You know, it feels like media is a lot more segregated today.
Oh.
Or, I'm trying to think, because media also felt segregated then, though. But it felt like celebrations of blackness, you know, because like UPN, white people weren't watching UPN.
I know what you mean, though. Like, it feels like, and maybe the blackness of the show is a testament to that. Blackness felt mainstream and ubiquitous mainstream in a way that's fair. Now I think everything's an echo chamber now. So you go to wherever you need to go to find your thing, and I think that makes it very niche. And well, you know what? Okay, maybe a controversial hot take. I wonder if gay culture, queer culture, is the new black culture. Because I think queer culture now is like the kind of ubiquitous, like drag races everywhere, where like the slang that people use is like kind of queer coded.
Black femmes.
Black film. I'm sorry.
Black femmes,
again,
like,
still rooted in blackness. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, because a lot of queer culture is just regurgitated black queer culture, which is just regurgitated black women culture. But you know what I'm saying.
It's just black femmes. I feel like.
Black femme culture. So yeah, I wonder if that's kind of where we are now. Whereas I feel like blackness felt, I don't know. I'm kind of losing the train of thought there. But
I think I understand what you're saying. It feels like blackness back in the 90s and the 2000s, as far as the media went with regard to blackness, was like a lot more. It was a lot more ubiquitous, like we said, or a lot more uniform, should I say. 1 and 2, it wasn't rooted in trauma. It was like joy, a lot of black joy, a lot of black celebration. Yeah. And today it feels like an echo chamber one. So like you find your niche of blackness, as I have a niche podcast, LOL. You find your niche of blackness wherever you find it, but also a lot of mainstream blackness
is rooted in like
steeped in trauma,
it's like
in hardship.
Struggle or some type of like, not crime, but you know what I mean? Like some type of like struggle story that is like not fun.
Exactly.
Where I feel like this, or even like the early 2000s was like Girlfriends or things like that, where just like regular everyday black people just existing, having fun. And like their troubles were like everyday troubles.
Their exactly. Their blackness just it is not a plot point.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah. They're just
not a
black
point.
People doing these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I thoroughly enjoyed. And a Goofy movie kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it's not paying attention to race, and therefore blackness is just a part of the world. Do you know what I mean? Like it just is.
Yeah.
Like it's like not. Right. It's not devoid of blackness at all.
No.
And it is not like Goofy, that's a nigga. It's not like that either, you know?
No, you know what? While we were watching, you brought up a good point. It's like Goofy feels like the Cosby version of the Cosby Show.
The Cosby Show, not the weird man.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like he is like he went to that kind of school of fatherhood, like that kind of TV dad.
Yes.
Like the Carl Winslow. Is it Carl? Carl Winslow. It's like
Winslow,
very that type of dad who's just like a loving kind of dopey dad who just really does a lot.
Yes.
And then you have this bratty teenage son, which I know Max. I feel bad because I get it. I remember being a teen, and I too was a little dick, but like.
A little dick, LOL.
It was a little dick. But I feel like Goofy's really trying to bond with his son, and like I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of times men will be like legacy, and I feel like Goofy was about that fucking life.
He really
really was. He was like, this was me and my dad went on this road trip, and I'm trying to take you
on a road trip and go to Yosemite and fish too.
And you know what you want to do? Chase bitches.
You want to chase motherfucking Roxanne. That's all you worried about. Roxanne.
Crazy.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Roxanne is
baddie.
She's a
baddie. I understand. I totally understand that. Roxanne does seem black. Roxanne seems biracial.
Biracial. Because we met Roxanne's dad.
Yes.
And
that wasn't a black man.
He was not a black
man. He had
an
orange mohawk.
Which, I mean, maybe is black people can have orange mohawks too.
Can. Definitely.
You're right. It's not right, but
I'm joking.
But in general, I know what you mean. Yeah. Roxanne definitely gives. I think she is the reason like black men today are like obsessed with like light skinned women because she definitely is like you know what I mean. She gets like quote unquote exotic, and I feel like she is like every straight black boy's first
red
crush.
Hair,
right?
Light skin.
And she got a little like mole. Like I mean, yeah, it's a little like all right. And so it's the pipeline. It's like the Roxanne the IG baddie pipeline. Is right there.
Wow.
It's right there.
Wow. No, that is very true. Not the mouse brought colorism to the black community.
Insane.
It's like Ronald Reagan and crack.
That's what
crazy. Walt Disney. Oh, you motherfucker.
Tell you, when you really peel behind that mouse.
Oh, that mouse. That mouse. I know you paying for your shit right now, Walter.
Wow. I mean, that's if he's dead. You know, he tried to freeze him. You never heard that theory?
Oh, no. Yeah. That he like cryogenically
somewhere.
froze his body or something, and they're waiting until science catches up and he can turn his brain back on.
Exactly.
Or like put a brain into him that works, whatever.
Walt is just, he's on ice. He's coming back.
Oh my God. We don't want him. Oh my God. What if Elon Musk is Walt Disney?
Honestly.
And they put a robot brain in him and that's why he acts like that.
Makes too much sense.
Whoa,
honestly, it's kind of scared because I'm like, you know what?
Conspiracy theory.
Put your little tin hats on.
Oh, yeah, we got the tin hats, baby. That
honestly,
was a good one.
Fully could see that, unfortunately. Because who else would have this like weirdly fantastic mind? Fantastic as in like thinking of like abstract things.
Yes, fantastic.
And yeah, because if you really look at Fantasia, that old school Disney movie, kind of scary. And I feel like when you look at Tesla, kind of scary.
Well,
like,
hey now. This is what nightmares are made of. Yeah.
Wait, kind of love that remix.
Yeah.
Hey now. Tesla's what nightmares are made of.
That fucking Cybertruck. Are you one of the boys that like Cybertruck? Because every boy that I speak to is like,
are you being funny?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I have a theory that they're all lying. I think anyone who says they like it, I think they're trying to gaslight you.
Have you talked to a straight man lately?
I think they're all lying. I have. I've legitimately.
And you have heard them say yes.
And I feel like they're trolling me. I legitimately, like, I remember when they first popped off, I was talking to two of my straight friends and they were like, and I was like, you're being funny. There's no way
I thought so too until they all were saying yes unprompted. Like,
how can you look at the car and go, yes? What about it?
They think it's cool.
What about it is cool? It looks silly. It literally looks like a 4-year-old drew a car.
I agree.
That's
It looks bad to me, but
I agree.
But no. I've heard enough straight men at this point be like, it's really cool. Like they whisper.
What is cool?
They're like, it's really cool. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, like do they mean something inside of it is cool?
No, they definitely mean the way it looks on the outside when it's driving around the world.
Is it possible? Like, you know how like color theory where it's like your orange is not my orange?
Yes.
Do you think that straight boys look at the Cybertrucks and see something completely different?
Maybe. So maybe it has something to do with like comic books or something. You read comic books?
Yeah,
though,
I mean,
you?
no.
Oh,
this is I read a couple of mangas, yes, but not comic books, not like straight up comic books. No.
I do know color theory. Maybe they are seeing something that we are not seeing.
What about, so you're thinking like because they read comic books it changes their brain chemistry?
I'm thinking like no, just like maybe they saw something that looked like that. Maybe it was like a futuristic car, and they're like,
wow,
that's it.
It's the Wow, you know what?
It's the Batmobile. Exactly. Something like that.
That's why.
Something like that.
They're wrong.
Right.
But I understand how they arrive. And sure, if that's what makes you happy.
Who am I?
Who
to tell you, I mean, you know, that man is objectively horrible. And which they know, which is why they're whispering. It's cute. You know, they're whispering.
They can't say it out loud.
No, they're not like, I'm about to buy a Cybertruck. But they're like,
I would.
I do see it. And I'm like, damn, I hate that for you.
I do.
But
yeah, back to Goofy.
Yes, Goofy in the Goofy movie. Who do you think is the real villain in the movie? Is it Goofy? Is it Pete?
Okay.
Is it Max?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the principal? Is it Roxanne?
So, okay. There are a couple of villains.
I agree.
I think the principal won because the principal off rip, Max was just doing a fun little skit. He was dancing and singing on stage, and then he calls Goofy and is like, the principal calls Goofy and is like, your son's a gangster. He caused a riot. Racist.
Gangster.
Racist.
And
I would
that's why
argue.
people are like, Max is black.
Right. They feel for him. They're like, I too had a white principal who looked at me doing normal things.
Dumb kid shit.
And be like, thug.
Gang member.
But fucking Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy from, he's over there doing
fucking the Fonz with his greased back hair.
Truly,
he's just a cool guy. Right, literally.
The bleachers. And he's just like, boys will be boys.
Well, the Fonz is, I don't know, he has a leather jacket. He's kind of an all-American bad boy, you know? It's an all-American bad boy. He's not a...
There's some good people on both sides.
Not a gang member.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some
very good people on both sides.
There's some very good people on both sides.
That's a good Trump.
I was gonna say, I like to think I have a really good Trump. And people never give me my Trump, but I'm like, yeah, no, I think I have a good one. Thank you.
That was a pretty good Trump, actually.
Thank you. But yeah, no, that's what it was giving. I definitely think the principal is one of the villains.
And for sure. Because also, you're not calling me about this. School, it was the end of the school year. We're about to go on summer vacation. Let the kids go.
Nigga, I have a job.
I am done at the JCPenney working my ass. Also very black of Goofy to work at the JCPenney.
Getting smacked by his boss.
That's
wait, who was it? Was his boss Pete?
I don't think Pete is actually his boss. I think they are coworkers, and Pete is just an asshole.
Baby, imagine you at work and you getting on your coworker's nerves, so he all off and smacked the dog shit out you.
Literally the dog shit.
Literally the dog shit out of Goofy. Pop.
And
Pop
Goofy,
that nigga.
But you know what? Goofy ate that shit. He took it. Okay,
Goofy eat them. He don't give a fuck.
What's that? Don't mean shit to me.
I eat those. I don't care about that. Said Goofy. Wow, I am not mad at it.
Crazy.
Yeah, principal is a villain. Pete is a villain. Nigga, keep your hands to yourself.
Okay, yeah, Pete should not have hit Goofy.
Don't touch Goofy.
But Pete had Goofy's back. So
did he have his back?
Pete went and told Goofy
about. I know, but
he
say that. Did he say it in a like, I have your back here. You really need to know this piece of information, or was he trying to hurt Goofy's feelings?
Damn, Pete's just an asshole.
Pete's an asshole.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's crazy because PJ, Pete's son, who is Max's friend, seems like a sweet kid.
He's really
sweet,
cute.
Jolly kid.
I really like PJ. He seems like a really cute, sweet kid.
Maybe I hope he doesn't grow up to be like his dad. His dad, okay, also a villain. But I don't think any of them are as big as a villain as fucking Max.
Max?
Awful.
One thing about me, you don't like kids.
I don't.
I hate teenagers.
Oh, okay.
If there's an age group that I actually dislike,
sure,
it is from about the ages of, I'll even say 12, just to really capture them.
Sure.
To all the way up to probably about 24.
23. Okay.
Right. Probably about right.
Yeah.
From 12 to 24, you're a teenager.
And you're going to be.
And you are a piece of garbage. In fact, it's probably worse with each passing year at that age because you think that you know so much.
Oh my God.
And you think that you're so fucking cool and smart.
When do you finally realize you don't? Because I agree.
When you have one big traumatic thing happen to you and you cannot get yourself out of that shit.
You think?
Is when I think so. And you just have to kind of let it pass. And you realize that rocked my shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That happened to me in 2019. I was 25.
Wow.
That was me.
Wait, I can't think of what was it? If you don't know.
I was just fucking. It was honestly nothing actually happening to me. I just wanted another job really bad, and I could not find one for 1 year and 9 months. And I was just crying, hyperventilating. It was just like a very hard time.
I think there was one phone call I remember. I was like, oh, I think it was the first time you ever called me crying. I do remember this phone call and I was like, oh, whoa,
I was panicking.
shit.
You sent me a Popeye chicken sandwich.
Did I?
You did. You DoorDashed me a Popeye chicken sandwich.
I forgot that was when it was new. That was when people were stabbing people.
That is when people were
them.
stabbing people.
Wow.
So you put your life at risk in order to ensure that I
put someone's life at risk.
100%, right. You were willing to risk somebody's life to give for my taste buds.
Okay, I was like, I remember this now. I remember the call and I was like, oh my gosh. Because I'm not always the best at dealing with emotion.
Okay. You're an Aquarius moon. It's really not too much. Aquarius rising Capricorn moon. There's really not much that you can do about that.
I try.
It's okay. No, you do good. You do good. The Gemini, you do really good. You do good.
But yes, okay, I do remember this. I'm trying to think of the time that I remember the moment I felt like an adult, but I don't think that I remember like feeling like it was the time I was like, oh, I can handle things, but I also know I don't know anything. Moral of the story, Max doesn't know anything.
Max doesn't know anything. He thinks he's so much cooler than Goofy.
Which
he thinks Goofy is just such a loser.
And it's crazy because at the end of the movie, Roxanne is like, the things I like about you are the things that your dad did. In fact, I want to fuck your dad.
Hello. And I will fuck your dad in front of you if you don't stop fucking lying and playing with me.
Kind of need.
That's what she really should have said.
I need a different type of extremely goofy movie where Roxanne is like, hey, yo, Max.
We taking it extreme.
With 3 X's.
Extremely goofy movie. Roxanne. Wow, don't even give the porn people an idea.
I know.
Wow. You know that somebody has dressed up like Roxanne because as we talked about, every nigga's first crush is Roxanne from a Goofy movie. This movie came out in 92. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, did it? Why did I think okay, I did not realize it was like early 90s.
Yeah.
No, 95, girl.
Oh, never mind.
Math, 30 years. I was going to say, I'm
done.
like,
yeah, help me. I'll be needing a little bit
30
of help.
years is here. It's fine. Yeah, 95. 95 makes sense.
Yeah, it came out in 95.
It's 30 years. I do feel like Max is the biggest villain because he's going through that teenage phase where he doesn't think his dad's cool. And I do agree. The teenagers think that they know everything. And he is so focused on going to this party with Roxanne. When I'm like, I get it. I do. I understand that this party feels like the end of the world to you.
Yes, right.
But you really are going to like... I feel like I wish my dad would have like been like, hey, let's go do a road trip together.
I know, right?
Like, yeah.
It's one of those things where as you get older and you see your parents get older, you know, you'll have wished that you took that road trip with your dad, and there will have been a plethora of parties that you could attend with a plethora of Roxannes. Little light-skinned baddies, so many of them. You'll be able to find one. He goes to college in the next movie.
It's going to be a lot of Roxannes,
You'll be able to find one. It'll be fine.
It will be.
But you know what you might not always get?
Your dad.
A road trip with your dad.
Goofy could be gone tomorrow.
Literally.
The mouse is always got him working. The mouse keeps him at every part.
They won't leave the nigga alone
at all.
He can't retire for shit. You know he well past 60.
And what I'm saying is, you know what he did to Pluto? Pluto's in a doghouse. Your dad is one hop, jump, and a skip away
from the fucking doghouse,
Max. So while you're playing games, your dad could be in a doghouse, and you want to go to a party.
Oh my God. Something that dawned on me during this movie is that Goofy's bald.
Yeah, I know. I did not notice this until...
Goofy's supposed to be bald.
Because he has like little strands.
He has a couple, like 3 little cowlicks of hair. And Max has a full head of hair. Right, they all have a head of hair, but not Goofy.
You know what also? I feel like Max's hairstyle is very fuckboy hair. It's kind of like just like shaved on the sides a little bit.
Oh, is that his hairstyle? Is it shaved on the sides?
Like, I mean, like it's like short on the sides. It's his ears. Look at him. Like I feel like
yeah. Let me look at, because what I thought his hair was kind of like spiky, like of the time.
I guess it is that, but it reminds me a little bit of like, do you remember Hurt Bay?
Oh my God, it is fuckboy. Hurt Bay. Whoa.
Doesn't it kind of look like
you
that?
You just reminded me of Hurt Bay.
I know, I forgot that existed.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Max does have like a little side shave.
Like that, the sunglasses.
Wow, like the teeth hanging out his mouth. Backwards sunglasses.
It's so 90s.
It is very
90s.
90s.
I kind of love it.
That was something that felt very heartwarming. Watching this, I'm like, wow, this is such a blast from the past, so nostalgic, and I've never seen it.
Yeah,
you know, it just has those tenets to it. Energetically, it is from the sound of it to the look of it.
It feels like happy childhood, and we talked about this a little bit during the movie too. Is that like that type of animation doesn't really exist anymore? Like everything's kind of 3D or like CGI now, and we don't have that kind of like 2D.
I love 2D animation.
I agree. It's so fantastical. It feels
it's beautiful. It's like endearing. It's heartwarming. It's nice. And I don't know if that's just because it's the era that I grew up in. Oh. I wonder if kids that are born, you know, my niece was born in 2012. I'm always like, that's not a birthday. Grow up.
I agree. 2012
What do you mean you were born
the
in
world was going to end in
2012?
2012.
Don't exactly. You know that you almost didn't make it.
What's it, baby?
You know you
Your
was
parents were
almost
taking
not
a
here.
risk.
Big risk. Trying to get you out here in 2012.
Did they see the movie? Wow, have you shown her the movie?
No, she's never. I don't think she's ever seen a Goofy.
You should
movie.
show her the movie and tell her it's a documentary.
Whoa.
100%. You should show her the movie and be like, "This happened. This happened the year you were born, girl."
Not a Goofy movie. You're talking about
2012.
The movie
Sorry.
2012.
Yeah, you want to show her the Goofy movie
like,
and say it's a documentary?
Yeah, I'm like,
yes, that as well.
But yeah, the movie 2012, right? This happened. Did you know that? The year that you were
know?
born, this is what we were going.
Crazy.
That's what was going on.
Chanel is awesome.
I don't know what the hell.
She grabbed a hair tie.
Okay, Chanel, please. Anyways.
Yes.
Really good movie.
It is a good movie.
The music.
Okay, let's get into it. So, okay. Because one, I didn't realize that there's more songs than just the Tevin Campbells, which obviously hits. But there's also cute, like nostalgic.
It's like
Disney.
a musical.
Yeah, there's like several songs that I did not remember. But obviously the big hits are the Tevin Campbell Eye to Eye and what is the other one called? Stand Out. Yes. Stand Out. That's the one he's doing as a talent show. Stand Out is the very first song we hear.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's that I understand is why people think the movie is so black.
I agree.
I'm like Tevin Campbell singing on anything. Eye to eye, reason why. Like I'm like, it is right.
You really have a good singing voice. You do, and I don't think you ever like put this out.
People don't be trying to give me my credit. Thank you.
You don't. You're supposed to say it back.
To who?
To who? To me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I'm doing karaoke for my birthday this year, and obviously we're gonna do duets.
We we can we have to do like battling duets.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. I love that.
That's fun. Yeah. Like a good.
Now we're on a tangent, but should I make it an emo karaoke or no? Like as in everybody has to come dress emo, but you can actually perform whatever songs you want.
I think the other way makes more sense.
Which one? You have to perform an emo song?
Yeah, I feel like you're right. That's fair. No, this is also a sidebar.
This is very much a sidebar, but y'all let me know. Y'all sound off. Yeah. You know, message me. You know my socials and all that. Let me know if y'all think I should do emo karaoke for my birthday.
Dress up as emo. Actually, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. My concern is that niggas don't know
what emo looks like.
Not my friends. They don't be knowing emo music to do emo. They will know how to dress the part, but if I'm like, you can only do emo songs, they'll be like, "Misery Business by Paramore," "Misery Business by Paramore," "Misery," and that's it.
I rest since our tragedies.
Well, imagine. Yeah.
As I'm pacing the years in that church.
People know that one.
That was a hit. Big hit.
Anyway.
Sorry about
Tevin Campbell. Tevin Campbell also saying, "Can we talk?"
Which I don't think I realized. So I know Tevin Campbell by name.
Yes.
As in I recognize the brand. Because it is not Telfar.
Wow. Yes. TC.
It literally is.
I'm surprised Tevin Campbell did not sue Telfar.
I feel like at this point that symbol looks more like
Telfar
than
it does Tevin. That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah, so I didn't realize that was his song. Yes. I know that song obviously, but and now that I hear it, it sounds so much like Powerline.
Tevin Campbell was a really big deal in the 90s. You remember who was on the episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where
with Ashley
he
Banks?
Sings to Ashley happy birthday and she faints? Yes.
Oh my God.
Because that is like her number one crush. He was like a heartthrob in the 90s, like Tevin Campbell. And I don't know if he's out.
He's gay?
You tell me.
Oh,
I don't want to say you tell me. That's rude. But
I don't know. This little. Let me look at the eyes. It's always in the eyes.
Like,
you know what? He does look like John Waters. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's like a very old gay white man.
Okay. He looks like a gay white man.
That photo makes me think of him. You see what I'm saying?
This is insane.
If you look at this and like think 20 years younger. And
I definitely see
similar.
It. I definitely.
And this is like
a
famously gay man. Like he's famous for like a lot of like very queer campy movies.
I really don't want to sit here and say that Tevin Campbell is gay because perhaps I don't know if he's out. If he's
out is crazy. As if
sorry
when you say it that way, it makes it sound like you know he's gay and he's not. Like that makes it worse. Arguably
worse. So true. No, I have no idea if Tevin Campbell is gay. I speculate.
Yes, he came out in 2022.
Okay, so yeah, he came out recently. I kind of remember being like
him.
some public discourse. I remember there being like some pieces around that.
Wow.
About him being gay. But I remember in the 90s watching him on that episode of Fresh Prince and being like, that's a gay man.
Oh,
that's a gay teenager.
You're like
I was like, da.
She's like, she loves her bestie.
I was like, actually, he's gay.
Sweetie, well, but you know, when girls are young like that, I had a girlfriend. She didn't know.
Did she not know? You know what I mean?
I don't. Why would
I don't know what you mean by that.
I
don't know what you mean by that.
I couldn't fathom why. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she would. Yeah, she wouldn't. She wouldn't fucking know.
No, it's just like
I get it.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've.
You know, she didn't. You weren't around him and go. I just feel really safe.
Like, oh my god, you are such a safe place.
I love.
But yeah, Tevin Campbell.
Love that.
You know, out gay man as of 2022. Right, happy for him. How old is he now?
Let's look it up. He's got to be.
He has to be like 40.
48.
Okay, 48. Yeah. So, oh my god. So he only came out probably publicly. Maybe he's been out without telling the internet.
Right. The world
for a long
yes.
time.
As a famous person, you probably come out a couple times.
Like so.
Good for him.
Heartthrob in the 90s.
Also, looking at him in the Can We Talk music video, he's cute. He's
Tevin Campbell is handsome.
Very,
absolutely
I'm like,
handsome.
I'm telling you, I don't think I realized what he looked like.
Okay.
I only know him as an entity, and I'm like, I don't think I actually knew what he looked like. And I'm like, he is handsome even today, but I'm like, specifically like as a young adult.
Yes.
He's like, I'm like, oh, a very attractive
he is
man.
really handsome. And he can sing. You know, he can have whatever draws he wanted, whomever draws.
And he chose boxer
He was singing,
briefs.
Hey.
He said,
and
hey.
as did I.
Oh.
So I understand, right? And so I understand how you arrived there.
You know, because like obviously Powerline is like the big draw, I think, for like black people with this movie. Mm-hmm. And you called it out, and I didn't want to I was like, I want to talk about it here. Mm-hmm. You're like, this is Bobby Brown. And so the character is based on a combination of Michael Jackson, Bobby Brown, and Prince.
So I called that out. But do y'all see my cultural references?
Truly.
Don't ever play with me.
And you know what, even more so, although not confirmed, it is a popular belief that Bobby Brown was the originally cast person for it and he stepped down. So like it's like mixed reports on like if he was actually cast for it, but apparently Bobby Brown laid down songs for it that were going to be different to what we actually got.
I'm telling you.
And he backed it out the last minute because he had his bad boy image at that time.
Right.
And then they picked up Tevin Campbell to pick up the songs and make it happen.
And what did I say in the end when we were looking at him on stage? I'm like, look at this villain looking ass nigga. And yes. Bobby Brown was billing as a villain at that time. Yes. He was a bad boy at the time. I know it was Bobby Brown because of the shoulder pads.
And he also had the big
little
tiger
yes, that
Brown.
I don't. What was that? Lightning
bolt?
Something
like
on the side of his head. Yes, I'm like, but I know Bobby Brown when I see Bobby Brown. That's definitely him. Villain look and all.
Can you imagine a world where Powerline was Bobby Brown?
You know what? Okay, one of my hot takes, and this really isn't that fucking hot of a take, but it seems to be amongst our generation. Bobby Brown is one of the best performers of all time.
Okay, like, I don't have an argument.
It's because we don't go back and look.
Sure.
But when I have, because I went through a whole little Bobby New Edition phase when the New Edition movie came out. And you know, Bobby Brown was in New Edition. Mm-hmm. And so then naturally I kind of transitioned to a Bobby Brown phase. I was like, yo,
really?
That nigga's stage performance, stage value, stage presence.
Unmatched. Especially, I can imagine, but men.
Nuts. Sure. That shit went crazy.
Wow.
And it wasn't like he had like strong vocals or anything necessarily, but just like the stage presence on that one.
It's like when you're like, oh, I am watching you.
I was like, yo, Bobby Brown. Like, I get it. And he wasn't like particularly cute. I'm so sorry.
No, but I feel like at the time,
no.
I meant that's not where I was going.
No, Bobby Brown was never particularly cute.
I meant at the time, I don't think because TV we didn't have HD. You didn't have
That's fair. So you couldn't see him for real.
Right. You just needed to have kind of like a shape. And he was in shape.
Right. He was.
And I think that's all you really needed.
In shape. And he was really confident.
Yeah. Right.
And that was really all that was necessary.
Like into it.
That's what Max needs to understand. Is that confidence is all that's necessary. And you don't have to do all the faking and lying. And he was outright lying to Roxanne.
He lied to Roxanne and his dad.
And his dad.
Lied throughout the whole movie. Like insane. Because I'm going to California with my dad. And also my dad knows Powerline. And also we're going to get on stage and say, I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Like, why did you just make that up out of thin air, out of nowhere? What? Where did that come from?
Where did it come
That was so, y'all not going to Los Angeles, first of all.
You're not.
You don't know that nigga.
At all.
And you definitely not about to get on stage. And then you have the audacity to throw in, I'll wave at you from on stage. So now she's going to be watching, looking for you to make sure that you wave her.
And you know she's going to tell people. And now I look dumb because I've told all my friends, oh, I'm about to get a shout out from Max on TV.
My man.
And now we're watching this. And now what? And then we have to go to school together
and
next year.
And now they making fun of her talking about that's not your man.
Right.
Because
where is he?
Where is he? Like
your boyfriend.
Your little boyfriend. Right. Who goes to another school. Very much your little boyfriend who goes to another school.
Actively insane. And now I look stupid.
It didn't make
now I have to transfer schools.
And like something else about Max, none of his lies made enough sense. Like I'm like, this is so teenager, and this is why teenagers piss me up. Y'all be doing shit to seem cool, and it doesn't make sense. No.
Like,
you end up looking incredibly stupid because anybody with a brain, aka I don't want to say anybody over the age of 25. I don't want to age it. Y'all have brains. Under 25, y'all really do.
Underdeveloped.
Literally. Quite literally, right? A little literally here. But you know, once you snap into it, you're into it. You look back and you be like, now why the fuck did I say that dumbass shit to that girl?
Truly.
Yeah.
There's so many times you look back and like, that was like, didn't even make sense.
There was shit I did in my 20s where I look back, I'm actively still trying to scrub it from my brain. Right now, you ever have those?
No, I do. I yell at myself. I'm like, what the fuck? No, like it'll be something like from like 2016, and I'm like, why did you say that, you dumb bitch? And I'm like, Ryan, that person is not thinking about that, but I will get a flash of it. It'll like touch me in my spine
while I'm sleeping. Like literally.
Why would you say that?
You dumbass! Oh my god! And that's exactly what Max is gonna be like when he gets older and he thinks back about that dumb shit he said to Roxanne. He's gonna be like,
why the fuck did I say that?
Why did I say that? And him thinking he could change the trajectory of the trip by simply drawing on the map.
Like, your dad is going to look at that and know that Yosemite is not Los Angeles.
It's not
like,
Los Angeles. Can he not read?
I know
like,
Goofy
damn.
is goofy, but he is not dumb.
Literally,
like,
literally, he can read.
Like, what? And then he gave you an out. He told you like, hey, all right, navigator, and you lied.
Let me know where we're going.
Crazy.
See, and this is like, kids always think they can outsmart their damn parents,
and they always think.
And you
always know.
Don't. You're not outsmarting your parents. They know. They probably ran all the same shit. They know all the dumb shit. They look back at the dumb shit and be like, that was so stupid. And now they watching you do it in their face right now. And they have secondhand embarrassment. They're like, cringing, but they're also offended because you think that they're so fucking stupid.
Do you think they're more annoyed that you think I'm stupid, or more like, I'm gonna let you figure it out? Because I feel like I would want to see you do something dumb, because I'm like, you'll learn. That's the kind of parent I would want to be.
No, that's fair.
I'm like, please
I do think trial by fire is a very fair way to parent your. As long as it's safe, I'm gonna let you make a fool of yourself. Especially if I tell you, like, okay, hey, that's not gonna go the way that you think it is, and then you do it anyways. I'm not gonna harp on it. I'm not gonna be mad if you do it. You got it. Hey.
What do I know?
Who am I?
We're all looking for the guy who did this. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
But yeah, that was Max. He was definitely the worst.
I think for sure.
Most villainous, insufferable character.
Okay, insufferable is hard because he came back and apologized. I do think in the end, it became sweet.
I didn't forgive him.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Maybe I'll forgive him in
an
extremely goofy movie. Maybe if it's clear he's really learned that lesson and he does not find his dad to be an annoying burden anymore.
I'm sorry.
See,
to be fair,
I want a different plot line because that one's breaking my heart.
I will sequels often are cash grabs. Yes. The sequel is Max goes to college and Goofy becomes more annoying. Max goes to college, and then Goofy decides that he also wants to go to college because he never finished.
I am
right. And so then he goes and he kind of makes a fool of himself at school. And I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Have you ever heard of Flanderization?
What the fuck is that?
Let me make sure that
in short, no, I don't know it.
Flanderization. Let me make sure that is actually Flanderization.
What the fuck is that?
Flanderization is the process through which a single element of a character's personality, often an originally mild element, is inflated in importance over the course of a work until it becomes the character's primary defining
the Urkel
trait.
effect. Urkel was kind of funny.
Exactly.
And then it became the show, and that's why the show was bad.
Exactly.
Flanderization?
Yeah, it's
like
named
Ned
after,
Flanders?
It's named after a character in The Simpsons.
Ned Flanders,
yes, who started off as one thing and then
it kind of became his thing. Yeah.
And that happens in so much TV. I think about, you say you didn't even like the show like that. We might have to cut that if you don't want that to be known.
What?
Boy Meets World.
No,
Eric?
you can say that. Does that bother me?
No, I mean it's.
I didn't like Boy Meets World. What are you gonna do about it? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
Eric from Boy Meets World, which is the brother.
Was kind of dumb.
He was kind of dumb, and then he was ridiculously fucking.
Yeah,
stupid, you know.
I remember that because he was never.
It was like, oh, he's bumbling. Like he
he became like an idiot.
Yeah,
and I don't think he was kind of like maybe airheaded.
Yes,
maybe.
Yes.
And then he became an idiot.
And that happens to a lot of characters.
Kim Parker on Moesha, like when they went to the Parkers, she became an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she wasn't dumb.
She was a little airheaded.
Yeah,
and she was just like spirited.
Yeah, she was more ghetto than
she
dumb.
Was right, but she was not dumb.
Yeah.
And then they just really leaned in on that dumb shit. I feel like Chelsea from That's So Raven probably had a
also
similar
got
thing.
dumber.
Like,
And I
just
was
got
like,
like
you're
really
not
dumb. Like, and it
dumb.
feels like it's always that dumbness that is like played up, and that feels like is what happens to Goofy based on what you're saying. He gets
like,
dumber.
Yuck. Becomes very that. And yeah, and I'm like, and it makes, I'm like, I get why Max is, in the first movie,
Annoyed of
Max
you.
was the wrong.
Yeah.
In the second movie, I'm like, Goofy, you are being annoying.
Like, you're annoying.
Yeah,
okay.
at this point. It's like, yeah, because they add more like, let's do more silly things.
Flanderization.
They
Flanderize
I've never heard
Goofy.
that, but correct. He gets flandered.
I remember hearing about that in like multimedia class or something in college and being like,
yes.
I can think of a few examples where
Why
they
is that always
flanderize.
dumb too.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
I guess that's comedic relief. Like they're like,
maybe that's it's cheap.
Play
comedy.
up the dumb. Play up the dumb.
Easy way to write.
Oh my God, people say that about SpongeBob, and that's why we feel how we feel about fucking SpongeBob. Probably people say SpongeBob just like kept getting dumber and dumber and dumber to where SpongeBob was unrecognizable in some of the later seasons versus like the
beginning.
First, yes.
Because like, to be fair, we've talked about that. I don't like it, so I'm like, I don't know if he got dumber.
I did like SpongeBob. It just was never something that was like. It was never my preferred. I was a Rugrats kid. Rugrats was my favorite show, and SpongeBob was everybody else's favorite show. And so I would watch it and I'd be like, huh.
Like, okay. Yeah, same. If it was on, I'm like, I won't turn it off. Yes. But I'm never picking.
I'm never gonna actively go out of my way looking for SpongeBob. If there's nothing else on and it's on Nickelodeon, I'm gonna watch Nickelodeon. Sure,
I'll watch it. I'm not about to go see a SpongeBob movie. That sounds hellish.
I did see the SpongeBob movie, and I will say the SpongeBob movie is better than the show.
Oh.
To me, the SpongeBob movie is better than the show. It feels like it should have been rated PG-13. I think it was rated PG, but it was giving PG-13.
Like leaning.
There was like the end part where Patrick becomes a stripper and he has on the fishnet tights.
That's from the movie?
Yes. That is.
Yes. I've seen the meme. Yes. Sexy Patrick or whatever.
Yes. That is from the movie. Somebody didn't make that up. That's from the movie. Also, at the end of the day.
Yes.
Was Roxanne worth Goofy hurting his goddamn dad's feelings and taking him across the damn country and doing all this? Was the party worth it? Was Roxanne worth it? Did you get the clicks?
Did you get the girl?
Did you get the clicks? Guy?
Did you get the engagement?
Right.
To me, no. I mean, well, all's well that ends well. Max gets a girl. He does seem happy. But what I am saying is I think all high school and college relationships deserve a break. Even if they are the person for you. I'm not saying that they're not your person. That is possible. What I'm saying is that if they are their person, you will come back to them and it'll be fine. You should break up with them and try something else.
Deeply, wholeheartedly could not agree more with you.
Yeah. It feels like a really, and I get when you're young, you think this is your world, and I understand because your world is small, your world is limited. So you really think this person is the end all be all. There are probably so many people like that person. And that person's not even who they're going to be.
There's people who are better for you.
Certainly.
Even, and you won't be able to find them because you're hung up on Roxanne.
And I'm like, girl. And she seems sweet, cute. I don't know. She seemed lovely.
Mm-hmm. Seems a lovely, perhaps. Yeah.
She had a good friend.
Yeah.
Maybe smart. Mm-hmm. Maybe perhaps. Can't tell.
No.
However, spending time with your dad's more important. No, always. I would say not worth it.
It's always, I agree. It just wasn't worth the potential trauma that you put your relationship through. You really hurt your dad's feelings.
I felt for Goofy.
No, I really
so many times.
This movie made it clear to me that Goofy is my favorite Disney character. Aww. Like, he's so endearing. His eyes are really expressive. Like, the way that they draw Goofy's face is particularly expressive to me. He's just so kind and patient, and he just really wants to connect with his child.
And it was, I feel like in a way that, like, it was really lovely to see a father be so like, oh, I just want to bond with my son in a sweet way. And like, I feel like it never felt like he was like trying to force Max to be anything he wasn't. Even when he gave Max the chance to say like, do the right thing, he's like, all right, I guess we're gonna. He got upset about it, but he's like, I guess we're just gonna go do this thing.
That's what it was. And the movie really made me want to go to Disneyland, which I guess that's what that mouse does.
Yeah, you saw
drop you in a world.
They had Easter eggs.
They had all the Disney Easter eggs.
They had
a scene in Disneyland that they didn't clear. That they didn't say was Disneyland, but that shit was Disneyland.
Yeah, because you know when you've seen it, you go, I've been there.
Disney.
Yeah,
I know Disneyland when I see Disneyland.
Marketing genius.
Yeah.
You know what? The mouse. Hey, the mouse knows how to market.
Hey, real bad. Yeah, because I need a beignet from Princess Tiana Land.
Crazy
or whatever
that you say that and you've never seen that movie. Don't do that.
I've been to New Orleans.
Oh, fuck me.
I know beignets. Okay, thank you. Okay, you said you had a game.
I do. Okay, so
I'm excited.
In light of characters who are non-human that feel black.
Fuck yeah.
I have a list of cartoon characters.
Fuck yeah.
And I want you to tell me if you think they're black or not.
Okay.
So
I'm so ready.
Okay. So I have.
I'm so excited.
I have photos, and then
you say if you think they're black or not.
Oh yeah. We'll discuss together.
Okay.
Okay. So first one, Bugs Bunny, black or not black?
What's up, Doc?
I feel like he's always getting hijinks. He's always in a little bit of trouble. Never mind. I don't want to put that on black people. He's always in trouble.
He's always that
trickster.
You know what I mean? He always has a gun pointed at him.
The cops are constantly after him. I'm gonna say I'm not black. Spicy white.
Spicy white.
I'd say
Italian.
Italian.
That's an Italian. Yeah, that's an Italian man for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second up, Lola Bunny.
Black.
Oh, crazy to me, Lola Bunny. Lola already. That sounds Latina to me. She gets Latina.
Black.
Oh, you're like, okay.
That's a nigga. Yeah.
Certainly.
Black.
Elmo.
Black.
Blackity black.
Elmo black as hell.
Elmo is like certainly a black 3-year-old baby. Like, stop playing with me.
The blackest.
The way he be trying to fight Rocco, done. Hate him. He hates it.
Hello, Rocco.
Go immediately on site.
So nice and warm any other time, and get that fucking rock out of here.
Skeeter from Doug.
Black, of course.
Do you know this character?
Is that Goku?
It is the right show, but that is not Goku.
Is Vegeta?
It's not. No. This is Piccolo.
I would never come up with that. But just looking at Piccolo, that looked like a nigga to me.
This is a prison nigga. Piccolo has been in jail. Piccolo is built. Piccolo has done some time.
That's a nigga.
That's a nigga for
certainly.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
SpongeBob. We brought him up.
Sponge. I'm gonna say no, but Squidward is black. SpongeBob is not, but Squidward is black.
I don't think either of them are black.
Okay.
I think Plankton might be black. Because he don't put up with shit. He don't put up with none of them. He's angry. He's annoyed with them.
I'm screaming, not angry black people.
I do think that SpongeBob might have a touch of the tizzy.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
That's representation.
Yeah, that is representation. Yeah.
Cookie Monster.
Black.
Really?
Yeah.
You're so quick.
In fact, I think most of the
Sesame Street characters are black.
Most of them read pretty black to me.
Okay, I think he might be the last one. Oh, and then
the
last one is
Tom. Jerry. You look like Jerry from Tom and Jerry. If y'all have not seen Erykah Badu drag, what's that nigga name?
Academics.
Drag DJ Academics to hell and back within an inch of his fucking ass life. Woo!
She plants the seed so early. She goes, "You remind me of somebody."
Literally, he's interviewing her like this is a serious interview, right? And she's like, "You remind at the dead beginning.
Yeah.
You remind me of somebody."
45 minutes later, she comes back.
Literally, Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
She said this nigga looks like a fucking mouse.
That was the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Silly. I
say yes.
I agree. I think Jerry is also black.
Yeah.
Because he don't fuck around with Tom.
No, he doesn't at all. And he's like, Jerry is also resourceful, nimble, flexible.
Yeah.
Like
he's like, he'll make it work.
He's gonna make it work. He's gonna make some shit.
He's like, I'm gonna get some cheese.
At the end of the day, the day's gotta end, and I'm going to get my cheddar. Period. Okay.
There that.
Yeah.
So that's the game. There's two more things I do want to show you.
Okay.
Are we over for time?
No. We're good.
So there are apparently these tweets have gone viral this week.
Okay.
So there are two cartoon characters who have race swapped. Do
Okay.
you remember the Nesquik kid?
What does it look like?
This is what
God, yeah.
In the 90s, so the Nesquik, the bunny from Nesquik, he used to wear like baggy pants, backwards hat, jerseys. It was very, and again, I think this goes to the 90s of it all. And now he's like in skinny jeans, chucks, and he's like a white twink. I know.
What the fuck?
It's so weird. I feel like cartoon characters in the 90s were very black and like they're getting super white.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then someone retweeted that said that happened to my good friend Sonic. And then I looked at a photo.
Sonic
and I'm like,
did used to be black.
He did. He's
I do recall that Sonic
it's like
used
him
to
like
be black,
DJing.
and they de-blackified.
He's very black.
Sonic.
Knuckles is still quite black. Shadow is also black. But I feel like Sonic is not as black as he used to. You don't know who those people are?
No, I never heard of Shadow or Knuckles.
Are you being funny?
No.
Have you never seen Sonic?
No.
Garrick lives in this house. Oh.
Did you know?
The voice. Sometimes
Sorry,
it gets
girls.
me.
If y'all love Sonic, I'm not saying that y'all can't.
That's true. Sonic is for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he also used to be blacker than he is, and now he's whiteified.
Yeah. What is the de-blackification of mainstream media right now?
Because when we were talking about like cartoons and shows, I do feel like black culture used to be so much more mainstream in a way that I feel like now it is just very much shifting away from that. It's very interesting. I don't know what's happening.
I feel like we're in a drought again. I feel like every now and again we go through, or for long periods of time, we go through black droughts. Like it was like UPN was very black. Like the 90s was a very black time on TV.
Agreed.
And up
carried
until
over 2007ish, it made
100%.
And then it kind of fell off.
And then it like fell off, and it was devoid until Insecure. It was all carried by reality TV. Why? By black people in reality TV, not
but
black,
even the black people on
characters.
reality TV was like, and then you're right, because I'm like, that was like the rise of like the Gossip Girl era.
Exactly.
And the Party Girl, because is that
and
also
the OC and the Hills and all of that type of
that
like white, you know,
and also like very white, very thin, very rich,
very white, thin, rich, very white. That is not influenced by blackness at all.
Oh yeah, devoid. In fact, devoid of blackness, of culture.
Exclusionary.
Yes,
of blackness.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Then there was the rise of anti-black white culture.
Right. Which kind of feels like we're at that,
and it feels like we're circling back,
beginning on that.
Yes.
Like I feel like the pendulum is swinging to where now people are like hardcore anti things.
100%. We're circling back. It feels like that.
But
yeah.
That I guess ... as long as we survive. That means on the other side, another black renaissance.
I would love that.
I would too.
I will say art is really good right now.
Oh yeah, there was that tweet
girls.
that's like, why can't we can never have economic security and also
and
good music.
Art.
We
oh my God, we should have known
why
the moment we
not?
seen Gaga come back with Abracadabra that it was not going to be a good year economically or politically. It was not going to be fun.
But hey, I mean, at least we can dance our way through it.
Yeah. Abracadabra. Abracadabra.
Amar unana. Kudadra aba unana. Hey baby, I don't know what the fuck she be saying.
I don't know either, but I'm casting a spell right along with her. Well,
it is the devil. I'm sure.
It very much is. Do you have anything else you want to say about a Goofy movie? Any final thoughts?
You know, after watching it again as an adult, I do agree that the highlights are very black. I think overall,
yes,
Goofy not a black character.
I agree.
Definitively not black.
I agree with that.
But a heartwarming film nonetheless.
Really heartwarming. That was a good movie. I get why y'all like it so much. It was like a really long time I was avoiding watching it because I was like,
meh.
Why? Like I can't imagine this actually being that good. It was good. Who am I to be talking about Disney's not actually that good? LOL. I think I'm right. I think I'm the one that's I can right. I'm above the mouse. I'm
the
not,
mouse is laughing.
Clearly right. As I listen to 7 Things for the 15th time today.
Oh my God, you're 7 Things over See You Again? Crazy. Or Fly on the Wall. Actually, Fly on the Wall.
Fly on the Wall is like.
Oh, I think that's my favorite.
Not even close between.
Are you being funny?
Those. No, I'm dead. I would not even put Fly on the Wall between those. I love See You Again. And I love 7 Things that they don't feel similar. Like I'm gonna.
They're not. They're different.
I'm gonna listen to both of them. You know. But if I had to only listen to one again, I'd probably listen to See You Again.
Oh, I would pick 7 Things.
Really?
I love 7 Things, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say this,
but at times I get so scared. When I think about the previous relationship I shared, it was awesome. It was lost it. It's not possible for me.
Wow, I don't know.
Not to care.
I dare.
She was eating that. But yeah, that's all I had for this week's episode. If you want to find me on social media to talk to me about whether or not I should have an emo themed karaoke birthday and whether that means we should all dress in emo, but you can sing whatever song you want, or if you can only sing emo songs, let me know. I actually really need help with this decision, so help me with that. And if you want to tell me anything else about a Goofy movie, anything we missed, you can find me at BPLP Pod across all social media platforms. You can find me personally at Sequoia B. Holmes. You can email me at blackpeopleloveparamore@gmail.com.
And also listen to you on the
Daily Dirty.
I like this. Yeah. Oh wait, I love that.
Yeah. Every day, live, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
That's what, 5 p.m. Central?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Wow, look at that.
And again, it is not a podcast.
Live show.
It's a live show.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. And you can find me at Good Guy Rai. And if you're in Los Angeles, I have an improv show coming up in March.
Ooh.
I know. Yeah. You can look. A Tribe Called Melanin is my improv group. And our show's on March 17th. I think this will be out by then.
Hell
Maybe.
yeah.
Will it be? I don't know. It's okay.
Not positive.
Look up A Tribe Called Melanin, and our schedule will be there.
Right. Yeah. You can find other improv shows.
Yeah, we have them all the time. So yeah.
It'll be super fun.
Yeah.
And if you want to get some Proud Mocha Grande merch, we also have other stuff over there too. Like we have Black People Up Paramore merch as well, but the Proud Mocha Grande one was a specific, request from me. So that's that. Okay. See you all in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.